Hi everyone, lovely Ruth here, back with another video. I was literally recording and wasn't recording earlier, so I had to start over. It's so crazy. I was saying how hot it was. Today is June 22nd, which is Thursday, and tomorrow is the 23rd, which is Friday, which is my mother's birthday. We'll talk about my mom. It's lovely to reminisce on her, about her. So tomorrow I was wanting to go to the cemetery, but it might be too hot to do that. Gotta stay dehydrated. You gotta stay hydrated, put it right, because it's hot. I mean, I was out in the heat and I put this on so that I could soak up some of the sweat. And I don't usually sweat, but it is really, really hot in Houston today. All week long, actually, you had a heat advisory. So be careful out there, you guys. Drink, 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 drink a lot of water. Um, I was saying how I was talking to my daughter and she made this big error, this big, huge mistake at her job. And she is beating herself up about it because she usually don't make mistakes. And I told her, everybody's telling her she's human and that happens. And she said, that it doesn't happen to me. I said, well, it happens. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the job. It's not the end. I said, you got to throw yourself a little slack on that because we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't know a perfect person but Jesus. I mean, I just don't. So that happened. I was trying to, calm my nerves or calm her down. We ate lunch. I was over there moving some stuff around for her, and I got my exercise in, but I still want to get a little bit more. So maybe tonight I'll do some planks or, some sit ups or something like that so I can kind of shape my body because my body is, oh my God, I done got out of control here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready for the evening and relax and watch a little bit of TV. But I want to journal and read my Bible and read a little bit. If I don't fall asleep, I would look back on some old videos to see if I could release them again because I have been slacking off on getting on here talking to you guys, and I've really been going through some stuff, job changes, um, different things. So I've been off. I mean, actually, I quit another job, yet another job, because I promised myself that I would not be tied down to a job that hinders me and disrespect. I will not do not tolerate. I hey, this is a disclaimer. I refuse to tolerate disrespect. I refuse to tolerate disrespect from anyone. The person that I work with, she's not my God. She's not my mom or anything. Don't disrespect me. I'm not kin to you. You treat me like an employee with respect. So there are laws, that you have to govern in a business. So when you cross that line, you're crossing the line because I know why you're crossing the line because you have family and you could talk crazy to your family. I'm not kin to you, so you can't talk crazy to me or disrespect me or make me feel small or bad and you walking on eggshells and stuff like that. I don't have to tolerate that. God says I don't have to tolerate that. I don't have to tolerate that. Who goes to a job every day? And I know it's like, I need the money, but you need your self respect. You need your dignity. You need to be able to walk in confidence. You don't need anybody beating you down, criticizing your work, criticizing you. What you can't criticize me, but it's the same as criticizing my work because my work comes before all things, anything personal. So if you criticizing my work, that means you don't like something about me. Maybe I'm not doing the job the way you want me to do the job. So get somebody that can do it better. So I completely left. I turned my resignation into her and I left. So I'm presently yet again, looking for another job. And it's funny how God worked because God just planted this beautiful apartment. It is gorgeous. It's it's for me. And the how I got it, it was crazy how I got it because I wasn't even supposed to get it, but I got it. And it was like a sign from God to me. I took it as a sign from God. So I don't think he would give me a thing and snatch it away from me like that. I don't think God would do that. So He's going to make provision for me to handle it or to keep it. I trust Him. I trust God. I trust Him. I trust Him. I have more faith now than I ever have. I've seen things happen in my life that nobody but God could have done it, and I know that He does it. He's behind all of it. So this kind of stuff right here does not scare me. I know another job is coming. I have to make up in my mind that, what type of job I would want to go to or be on that I'm passionate about, and it's 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 me. I go there to work, I get my job done, and I leave. I want it to be like a little square percentage of people that I work with, not a group or team, say per se, but a small group of people that does what they supposed to do and not make it all a personal business about your family and your friends and what you do on the weekend and what you did. It's like I cannot do that no more. And if I go back to this corporate job that I left, I could never go back to that department. I could never go back to the same thing that I did before. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would rather not work. Before I do that. But it's a little area that I would mind working at, and I am going for that. And I would like a work from home type of job environment, and I'm working on that and trying to go around scammers because there's a lot of scammers out there want you to pay for material, pay for your equipment, which I've never heard of, and you don't know how many times I got approved for a job, and then they said, "Well, we're gonna send you a check for to buy your equipment that you need for this job." And I say, "No." That's when I cut it off. You don't get any more information from me, or that's it. I cut it off because, in the first place, you're not getting money in my bank to snatch it out. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's not happening. So, be careful of scammers. They're really, really bad on LinkedIn now and career builders for real. And some sites they'll pick you up because if they pick you up once, they're gonna keep texting you and offering you jobs that you hadn't even applied for, you never even heard. So stick with something a company that you know and you're familiar with, and then go from there. Um, it's hard for me to trust. I am not a person that can trust easily. Um, I got burnt. I'm sorry, Alexis. Burnt before in my trust area, and I never ever give people more trust than they deserve from me. Maybe I'll meet somebody one day and they go, "Oh, yeah, this and this," and then I take it to God and maybe he'll restore my trust some kind of way. But right now, I'm very, very, very skeptical about people and things and what they do and all that. So, um, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, power outage. When they having rollouts, my lights hadn't went off yet. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. They having rollouts because of the heat. And fortunate enough, my lights hadn't went out. I don't expect them to go out, hopefully, because it's so hot and who can breathe in these apartments when the lights are out. So let's pray on that. I just wanted to get on here really quick and talk to you guys because it's been a while, and I was looking back at my old videos last night, and I was thinking about, you know, re-releasing some, but I won't do that. I'll just start, making creating some new material, and we got a lot to catch up. It's been so many things happening to me. And around me since the last couple of videos I left off with, and I have like about 3 or 4 of them that I just recorded and I had not released. So I'm looking forward to that. I know some people get on here and say, "Oh, she just talking about a bunch of gibberish or whatever. Yeah, that's cool, that's fine. But if somebody can relate and somebody is in the same boat or in the same shoes that I'm in that could relate to my stories, then so be it. Good, 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 good. But if you don't, if you can't relate, you don't have a clue as to what I'm talking about, then just, bye. We'll see you later. No hard feelings or anything. So you gotta kind of understand where people are coming from. Everybody's different. Everybody have different point of views, different ideas, different intakes on different things. So everybody's not going to be right. What I talk about may not necessarily be, you know, agreeable with you, or you don't understand it, or like, what child, what is she talking about? But there are a few that would get me. Yeah. Uh, that get me. I'm just your average run of the mill woman that has issues like everybody else, or has things to celebrate like everybody else, and want to express her feelings and whatever. And I'm grateful that I have a platform to express myself on. For a long time, I didn't have the confidence to even talk to the wall, less on myself, or with God. And since I had start develop my relationship with Jesus, and sit and have altar talk with God and communicate with Him, and have that relationship, I'm able to open my mouth more. I'm not as timid as I used to be. I'm not as shy as I used to be. I'm more confident, and I'm still building more and more confidence. But the one thing that I want to accomplish, and the one thing I'm praying about, and the one thing that I set my goal to, is to have enough confidence to really speak my mind and don't hold things back like I've been doing a lot of. The majority of the time, I let people have their way because, hey, you want to show your colors, or you want to show your, what, go right ahead. It does not affect me. And that's the attitude that I take, that it doesn't, you don't get to me. You can talk, you can criticize, you can bang on the wall, you can scream, flip over chairs, or whatever you do. That's on you. That's displaying yourself. You're exposing yourself to people. I, on the other hand, am not moved by it. You may shock me, or I might, like, what is that about? But it doesn't affect me. I move on. I just sweep it up and push it aside or whatever. But when you directly come to me, or come at me and criticize me or whatever, and talk crazy or curse, especially curse, because I ain't never cursed nobody. I never disrespect. I don't go around disrespecting people, because what goes around comes back around. And so I don't want to be as karmatic as you're going to be. All the stuff that you do is on you. It's not going to be on me. So I don't have to respond by cursing you out, or writing you nasty texts, or writing a nasty email to you, or showing how much anger I have pent up in me, because I don't have pent up anger in me, because I release it. And that's the new me. I release stuff because I don't want my heart to turn bitter. That's the last thing that I want. You don't want a bitter heart. God can't work with somebody that's their heart is hardened. You know what I'm saying? He may can, but it's easier to have an open heart. Be kind to people. Be gentle. Not to say let people run over you. In my situation right now, in this job that I just left, my daughter always, she said, "Why are you still there? This lady don't pay you. Why are you still there?" And she disrespecting you, and she doing all these things, and you walking on eggshells, and you don't want to be there, and you hate it. And every day you're calling me talking about what this woman had done. And I cannot express to her enough is that I can't let it get to me, because God's gonna take care of it. She's angry. She's heartbroken, or something's going on with her and the entire family, if you ask me. But I can see, when I see a little bit of ounce of good in people, I stick with them. I have hope for them. I hope something in me, or my characteristic, or something changed, something about them. But you take it the wrong, you take my kindness for weakness. You try to run all over me. If I'm a quote unquote office manager, then that's me managing your office, not babysitting, not being able to tell anybody what to do, sticking on to one thing that you're having me do every day, and so I can't focus on anything else. That's not the job that I signed up for. So If I'm miserable in a job now, I'm not giving it 17 years. I'm not giving it 24 years. I'm going to give it as long as I could tolerate it. And I'm going to shoot my hand up to God. God, it's yours. It's yours. I'm going to ask him what to do. But I know more time, 9 times out of 10, he's going to say, be kind. Just be kind. Just be who you are. Christians get beat up so bad. Y'all don't even know. They got a name on us, and it's making people not want to claim that they're Christians. I'm a Christian all day long, every day. I'm going to walk like one. I'm going to talk like one. I'm going to represent God's kingdom. And I can't express enough how much people try to criticize you and beat you up about it, and take advantage of you and disrespect you and walk all over you, and but you want to reach out, you want to just snatch somebody up like pow pow pow, but you can't, because you got to catch yourself and you got to say, what would Jesus do at this point? What would he do? You remember Jesus had just, he cut it off. He just like, I'm doing I'm about my father's business. I know they're going to beat me. I know they're going to spit on me. I know they're going to put this crown on my head. I'm going to bleed. All my friends are going to deny me. I shut up. I'm done. I can't, I'm not going to cry about that. I'm not going to cry about spilled milk. I know I'm going to go through this torture. I'm going to be quiet. He tolerated it. He put up with it, and or whatever, because he was there. It was a purpose for that. It was a purpose for that. We as humans, we as in the, on earth, we can't tolerate the pain that Jesus went through. None of us could. We couldn't bore that pain. We couldn't bore the criticism. We couldn't bore the what was next, and we couldn't bore, you know, any of it. You know what I'm saying? So by us getting prosecuted or beat up or talked about or whatever we getting done now is nothing compared to what he went through. So if he could go through that, we could tolerate this little mess, because people have to be accountable for what they do in life anyway. Your life is going to testify against you. Your life is going to go before you and speak and show itself and reveal itself. So you're not going to be able to hide this stuff. Oh, I was angry because I lost a loved one. I was angry because somebody hurt me. I was angry and I took it out on everybody around me. No, no, no. Do you think that that's going to be easy to get out of? No. So I look at it like everything that I've done in the past, I ask for forgiveness for. Anytime I have done a person wrong, I don't know about nobody else. If I ever done a person wrong, I always feel bad about it. My conscience would eat me alive about it until I apologize, until I forgive that person, until that I get that person to forgive me, or I make amends. I try to make amends. Now I may have not made amends with everybody. I'm not gonna lie. I may have not. I didn't know now. I didn't know then what I know now. You know what I'm saying? As a Christian, as a grown person. So it's a lot of things that I don't even remember. I dismissed because how would you know? You know. So now that I know, my behavior matters because it shows if you feel it. It's like wearing a coat when it's cold. You feel cold, you're gonna wear a coat. You do people bad, you're gonna feel that. And I can't justify for everybody else because they don't. Who knows who are under, what they're under, or who they're influenced by, or who they're worshiping, or whatever. We don't know that. We still have to be the soldiers that we are in Christ. We still have to stand up and represent the kingdom of God, because if we don't, who will? The world is going all over the place. Really, it is. It's everywhere. you know and it's not on me to tolerate somebody who had a hard time in life. We all have. Sure, we all have. I'm sure even the people that had never have to worry about finances or things or work or anything, I'm sure they still went through health issues or something. Something nothing was 100% right in your life. You go through sorrows, you go through heartbreaks, you go through these things. We don't have the right to take it out on other people. We don't have the right. We give that to God and we release it. It's not on us anymore. It ain't even about us. Don't let anything make you. You are who God said you are. You are who God says you are, and what nobody else says. So somebody can call me crazy or dumb or stupid or whatever. I know who I am. I know whose I am. So that's nothing. That's a reflection of me in your mind, because you don't really know me. If you can call me those names, you don't know me. So if you don't know me, how can you hurt me? You know what I'm saying? Who can be against me when God is for me? Who can be against me? That's how I look at it. It's like the fiery darts. Going on with that. Going on, because you cannot. You don't win. You know. So yes, yet again, I walked away from a job that was not serving me, and I was serving. At first, I thought, I said, you know what, God is pulling me to do this thing, right? Maybe God sent me there for a reason, which I think it was a purpose, because we don't do anything without a purpose. Even if we don't know what we're doing, it's a purpose for it. So it was some things that I heard, some things that I seen, some things that had happened even prior to I'm getting to that job that make me say, why am I here? Did I walk into this on my own? Or was I sent there to do something or make a difference in somebody's life? I think I did make a difference in somebody's life. I may never see it, but I think I did make a dent. I think I served a purpose. I do believe that I served a purpose, and I don't know what that is, but I know that I feel accomplished, that I went, I saw, I conquered, or whatever I did that moved people in the right direction. I promise you, I pray that that was an opportunity that I made for somebody, or helped someone in some kind of way. And that family just took to me. They loved me so much, and it was like, um, that's the only hard part, is walking away from some of them. They were genuinely nice people, but they got this disease called, it's a disease, not, they don't have it, but it's a disease called bipolar. And if you have that, you should definitely seek help, because it affects you and everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? It makes people's life a living hell that has to deal with you. So, not that you are a bad person, the disease is a bad person. You're not the bad person. You just don't have control over your quick reactions and your mood swings and all that. So they do have a medication for that, and they have a cure for that, and it's called prayer, the power of prayer. But anyway, all jokes aside, I think she was suffering from that, and it's not necessarily her fault. I felt really, really bad that I had to walk away, but it's the disrespect. It just can't go on. It just, I refuse. That's just like me with a boyfriend or a husband that I love. I love him, and we're happy the majority of the time. I say 60, 70, 80% of the time we're happy. But that other 10%, maybe even 20% of the time, I don't know what he's gonna be when he walk in the door and he wants to fight me or beat me or break my skin or whatever. And I'm get to that 20% becomes 40% and then 50%. So 50% of the time, I don't know if he's going to beat me or kill me or hurt me. I am going to exit that relationship. I'm sorry, I love you, but I can love you from a distance. I'm using this as a metaphor, so no nobody think that I'm getting, abused. But if I was in that situation and I had to walk on eggshells, that's no way to live. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people experience that or going through it right now. Easy, easy. And I'm not just saying this because it never happened to me. It's just walk away. Just get out of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not supposed to leave people when they're sick in the brain or whatever. You get them help. You get them help. If they want to help, get help, and they love you enough to get help, let them get help. But you were not created. I don't believe that you was created to get your skin broken. Nobody is supposed to beat you or hit on you or slap you around because you were not created for that type of violence. You are the child of the Most High God, and will He? No, no, I don't think that's right. And it's been going on for centuries. So um, just know this: know your worth, know whose you are. You know what I'm saying? Know that love yourself enough to want better. Love is it could be hard. That type of love, like you belong to somebody, this person needs you. I used to do that. Oh, it was a summer one time when I always use the word um what's that word? Nourishment. Um anyway, it was like I this person need me because um I am the only one that could talk them off a ledge, or I'm the only one that I need to be there. I need to nourish them. I need to make sure they're okay. I need to make sure they have the things that they need, and I used to always say that. Like it was like, no, no, if I'm not your mom and you're a grown man or a grown woman, I know I'm not supposed to supply your needs for you. I'm supposed to bless you and move on. I'm not supposed to keep you going. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, a person needs you. It if you handicap a person, that's on you because when I say handicap, like spoil them, I mean if you spoil a person, then that's on you. You created that monster, so you have to break that monster. Like you got to ease out of that. But if you handle people with kindness and gentleness, and I'm there for you when you need them, don't get them to the point where they rely solely on you. When you feel obligated to be there and do that and say that and cover for that and all that. No, no, you don't owe anybody anything. So especially don't let it get to the point where you can't walk out of a relationship or you can't leave or you can't say no to people. I had a hard time saying no. I had a hard time saying, no, I can't do that. I'm always doing it. I can't finish my work. I'm always picking up the slack. I need this. I'm always giving it. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay, but know your limitations because people use you. People use you if they can, you know. So let me um so I want to say that because right now I am presently um I, you can never get too much healing. It's always going to be something that you can heal from or recover from or whatever. So I always say, you know, I'm going to my next level of healing. I'm always going to be on a journey to learn more. I've discovered this last summer before this one how to love myself and how to appreciate the things that I have and be grateful for the things that I have and finding out who I am. And as I did, and as I'm still going through, I realized I really picked up on something recently with this job is that people will take advantage of your kindness. People will use that against you. And I don't know how to not be kind. I don't know how not to be me. Um, I don't know how to turn into this mean person or you're not gonna do nothing to me or fighting or cursing or being angry all the time. I don't want to be angry all the time. I get upset sometimes. Of course, that's natural. I try to get out of it. I try to dismiss it right away because the heaviness of it, the weight of it, it's horrendous. It really is. And so I'd rather be happy, laughing, smiling, ooh, laughing. Oh my God. Crying, laughing. Oh, that is the best feeling ever. So I'll be trying to find my way into things like that. I you can heal from that like that. So no, mm-mm. I don't believe people should go around hurting people's feelings or stepping on their toes or mistreating them or verbally saying things behind their back and mess and oh, I can't do mess. I cannot do third party, fourth party. I can't do that kind of mess. I don't like cliques. What is wrong with me? I don't like cliques. I don't like groups. I don't like hanging out with people. It makes me feel a group of people. I don't have that many friends. I can count my friends on one hand. Really, I truly can. I don't feel like that's it. I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. I don't want to be in the room with a bunch of people, and I feel small in that room because we're not on the same vibe. You know what I mean? So I can go to work and work. I can go to work and be productive, and I can go home and be productive, yet living my life. And I'm cool with that. I really am cool with that. Yeah. Don't let anyone conform you. Don't let anyone turn you into who they are because you're not them. You're not that person. You're not that group. If you can stand around and hang around people and not pick up their energy and not be trying to be like them, I cannot be like Mike. I that's why I wear my hair different sometimes. Look at this thing I got on my head. I just put it on because I feel comfortable with it. When I put things on, clothes on, or different makeup on, if I feel like wearing eyelashes, whatever, and if I feel that mood to do that, in the mood to do that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to ask anybody how this look or should I wear this or what to do, and I gotta be myself. I'm uniquely made. I'm set aside. Yeah, I am me. I'm nobody else. Even though ton of women may have the same hairstyle or maybe even have this t-shirt, but I'm still an individual. I am God's creation and he created one of me. One. And I can't let nobody take that from me. I refuse to let somebody take me from me, whether it's good or bad. I'm no angel. I may not be an angel, and sometimes I have, I'm trying to heal from. Oh, I wish I could explain this. My thought process, my thought life, these thoughts and these things that I want to accomplish and these things that I want to do, and I could be sitting here and enjoying the praise and worship, and then I'll go and get into something else, and then my thoughts will go like into that. Like I'm a 58-year-old woman. I have my needs and I have my wants and desires, and you know guys speak. I hadn't met that one because I know when I meet that one, and it's gonna be on, but it's gonna be on in a good way. Somebody asked me how old I was the other day, so I told them I'm 58, and did not hesitate. I'm 58. Why would I lie about my age? So I'm okay with being 58. I've been young before I did stupid things. I've been older. I did stupid things. So here I am at my graceful years, right? And I'm okay with it. And I still have goals. I still have that same goal that I want to be married one day. I do want to be married. If God say the same, I want to be married. So I do. I want to have a person. I want to have my person. I don't want nobody else's husband. I don't want nobody else's mate. I want my person. And they say somebody said today, I was reading something, I heard, listening to something and said, you'll know, most people know that person because they just stop in their tracks. It's like You know when you know. It's just something about this, the look, the feeling, your soul moves, right? And I'm just waiting for that moment to meet somebody like that. Like I know this one is mine, right? And I know at that moment I'm not gonna be shy anymore. I'm not gonna be timid anymore. I'm not gonna be scared. I'm not gonna. I just everything's just gonna flow. Everything's just gonna come out, and it's just gonna be right. It's gonna feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look right. It's gonna feel right. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to that. In the meantime, I just pretty much try to take care of myself. My health, I'm trying. It's hard. Um, yeah, it's hard. I've been on two jobs so far that did not offer any kind of medical um benefits or anyone 401k, any of that, nothing. So what I've been doing is going to my old doctors, which I did not know this. They supposed to see you. Um, you pay a price, but they supposed to see you because they monitoring your health. My heart doctor, he was like, okay. Okay, because I told him a couple of years ago that I was going to quit my job because it was too stressful and I didn't want to die that way. And he said, I just like the fact that you say you want to live. And so he said, let him know how that went. And so it went perfectly. I was in one piece when I saw him this year. So I still don't have insurance. So he's willing to still give me prescriptions. And my family practitioner, he too, I double dosed. He said, come see him. He said, don't you ever stop coming to see me because you still have under my family doctor. I'm saying you still have underlying issues. Like I was borderline diabetes and I don't know what I am now. High cholesterol. I was on cholesterol medicine, high blood pressure, things that run in the family. I always like to get breast exams. I always like to get women's physicals, and I hadn't been able to do any of that last year. Well, turning into this year, so it's due. So hopefully the next job that I have will have those benefits, or I can find my medical card because I do have a medical card somewhere. Um, I when I was out of work, I couldn't get assistance from anywhere, and then I managed to find this little free card online, and I don't know how it goes. So I'm excited about using that. But take care of your health. You know, I want to be intact when I ever meet this person, and I want to be able to keep up. You know what I mean? I want to be able to enjoy my walks, my talks, my runs, my walk in the parks, my beach, my everything, sex, all of it. I want to be able to enjoy this with my partner, and yeah, I want to be in shape. I hope he's in shape, but I want to be in shape, and I want to be healthy and strong, and not only for myself but for my loved ones, my family members. So I cannot, and I can't stress this enough. I cannot let a job take me out. It's too many jobs on this planet. It's so easy to make money. I just got to discover which one. But it's so many ways, so many resources. God is my source, first and foremost. I've always said that. I always will. I depend on God. God is my source. God has taken me from job to here, to there, to here, to there, especially when I was raising my kids. So God is my source, first and foremost. He has never let me be without, be without. You know what I mean? So he always transitioned me just in the nick of time. He's always doing it, and I have so much faith that he'll do it again. So God is my source. Nobody, no man that signs a check, no woman signs a check for me that can say I'm your God. They're not. They're just a resource. I'm even a resource. I can make money on my own, but God is my source. He supplies all of my needs. All I have to do is ask. So keep in mind, yep, your health is important. Stress is the number one killer, or at least it's up there. take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of this, take care of your mind. Because without your mind, you're gonna be just walking around in circles. You ain't gonna know what to do, where to go, who to talk to. Your mind gonna be gone. And a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Remember how they used to say that on that commercial? I know you baby boomers, you know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And it is truly a terrible thing to waste. Don't waste it. Learn all you can. I found that when I turned 58, I was 57 when I really started um kind of like feeling like I wasn't enough. I mean, like I wasn't keeping up. That my mind, that COVID thing got to me. Like I didn't recover fully from it. I had it so bad I didn't recover. I mean, most people will would and move on, but I had that long suffering COVID kind of like thing that when I went back to work, my mind was not, my mind was moving like this. Like I couldn't even really think. I can't even express this enough to people. I couldn't think. My livelihood was at stake. I couldn't keep up. It was like I know what I was doing, show me what to do because my mind had stood still. Because I was working on something else, and when I came back to work, everything was in this one department. So the ladies did not want to teach me how to do it because they figured like I've been at that job for 24 years. I should know this. But how am I going to know something I need to be taught because I wasn't doing it at first? You know what I'm saying? So I had a hard time with keeping up, and my mind was listening to all these stories and these people was talking, and it was like I was in a it was like I was in you never ever been to a concert, and before the concert started, people around you hear all these people talking and carrying on. You hear all five. If you tune in good enough, you hear five, six different conversations, right? That's how I was at the job. It was like I was trying to learn, I was trying to keep up, I was trying to do my job. And then every time I'm in the flow of getting it, getting, doing it, a meeting. Every other day it was a meeting. It was an hour and a half meeting sitting up talking about nothing when I could have been working. So when I doing it, I'm flowing, and then the person that I'm working with couldn't do her work because of gossiping, talking, and whatever. And I volunteered. I'll help you. Getting out of the job 5:30, 6 o'clock. It was like I can keep doing this. And then when you at the meeting and people are criticizing you because you're not part of the clique, and I'm not DMing anybody, and in that little, I just wasn't included. So it was like I was moving further and further away from the environment because I'll be trying to tune when I go to work. When I went to that job, I plugged in them headphones. I listened to Creflo Dollar or Joel Osteen, or who else I used to listen to? T.D. Jakes, I think. I know Creflo every morning. So I tune into that, and then I'll go and I'll find me some gospel music, or I'll get some music going, and the music is flowing, and by before you know it, the day is gone and it's time to go home or whatever. And it had got to the point where I couldn't do that. It was like, you got your headphones on with it. What you doing with your headphones on? Because they wanted me to hear what they had to say, or they wanted me to be included in what they said. I'm not a water cooler gossip. I don't do it. I don't want to be included in it. I don't want to know what your husband done or your boyfriend done or what y'all doing. I don't want. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Am I a cold person because I'm not interested? I mean, I'm not better than you, but it was like these people were not my friends. They were my co-workers. I did not feel comfortable around them. I did not want to go to lunch with them. I did not want to bring them lunch. I don't like to. I'm just gonna say it. I don't do well working around a bunch of women. I did it for years up in another department. I managed to get through that. I managed to get through that. I mean, they were lovely women. They wasn't as bad as the ones I got into, but it's just me. I'm better working around men because they're not moody, crampy, gossipy. You know, It's about work. Or if they talking about a woman, that's them. That's on them. I'm not. I could do that. I worked with two guys before. It was lovely. Um, I worked with some men before, which is a different atmosphere, a different tone than working with a bunch of women that may or may not be jealous of you or your attention or your non-attention attentiveness, or I don't know what it is. So I found myself slipping more and more, hating it more and more, tensing up, getting sick, like I was going into a mental state of a like a breakdown or something like that. Um, you have to deal with your mental. You have to deal with your mental issues. You have to deal with them. You can't sweep them under the rug. We didn't have an HR that we could go to and talk to somebody, or counselors we can go to and talk to somebody. It was supposed to be a hotline, but I ain't never knew no hotline. What the hotline was gonna do for me? Just for me to vent. I vented to my daughter, my family members. What was going to change the atmosphere that I was experiencing? Nothing. So my only way out mentally, I thought, was to leave, and to leave abruptly, because I had to get out of there. I couldn't stay another day. And so I swore, if I get out of here, I don't care where I'm going. I didn't have no job to go to. I didn't even care. At that point, I said, God, I'm throwing up both hands. I'm taking this leap of faith. I'm going to fall backwards and let you catch me. And I said, I don't even know if you're hearing me, God, but I'm still do it. And I left. And it's been a year. Been a year. I would go back there at that company because that company did have good benefits. I did not like the structure of the company because they did not cater to um, mental health, and they do not cater to, you know, placing people where they need to be placed, because sometimes things just don't work. You move people around. You kind of get in there and see what the problem is. But these people are like, it's a corporate, so of course you're just a number. So, oh well, oh well, oh well. But after all is said and done, they have good benefits that I need because I need to take care of my health and stability. I always looked for a job with stability. Man, it was a perfect job until I got with that group of people. And I've been grouped with a lot of different people. I've been with a group that the whole group was laid off except me. That says something about my work. It really does. But some people you just don't match with. And don't try to, because it's not up to you to try to blend in with somebody. People should blend in with you. People should blend in with you. Point blank, period. So, yeah, that's where I am now. So, God is still saying, my child, what am I going to do with you? I got this plan. Stay on this path. Do what I tell you to do so I can get you to where you need to be. And so I'm still looking forward to that. I am going to have to be still and let God work his magic, work his miracles. I still believe he can do miracles. I don't know where, and I got to the point where I gave up on seeing miracles. And what the song say, he do miracles. And even though I forgot how he do it and he'll do it, he will do it. So I have to I have to believe that. I have to believe that. Trust him. Trust God. Trust God. Trust your maker. He's a waymaker. Trust him. Trust him. That's all I can that's all I can say. Right now, all I know is that I have to I I walk by faith and not by sight. I walk by faith and not by sight because I don't see it. I don't see it coming. I don't know what's next. I have to believe that what he has for me is for me, and I'm going to get it. That's my story. That's my story in a nutshell. But anyway, I had to go, you guys, because it's getting late. I'm gonna go take a bath, shower, because I don't have a tub. Don't judge me. It's just it's just like that. So I'm gonna go take a shower, get ready for bed, get ready for my thing that I said I was gonna do tonight. And I will talk to you guys in a later video. Well, it won't be again tonight, but it'll be tomorrow. I promise. I will talk to you later, and love on yourself. Know who you are. Love you so that you may love others. Check in with your family. You know, always do that. God loves you. He's going to always love you. He's always going to be here for you. So remember that. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.